Well, good morning once again, and welcome to Faith Fellowship's daily word of encouragement. Listen, just a couple of thoughts and even a question or two. I want to know if you actually worship God after or more than just Sunday. You don't have to answer the question out loud. Just think about it in your own heart and mind. And what I'm talking about right now is lifting hands and singing songs and worshiping the Lord. That's very important, and we do that here when we gather on Sundays and Wednesdays. But there's also another kind of worship, and that is the way you live your life. When we live a life that's pleasing unto the Lord, it is a life of worship because we're doing things, we're living life, we're speaking, we're acting, we're thinking, and behaving in accordance with what pleases God. And what pleases God is a form of worship. Because when you lift your hands, it pleases God. When you sing from your heart, it pleases God. But I believe it pleases Him just as much when you live your life worshiping Him with the things you do and say, and even the things you don't do that you used to do. So living a life of worship is what I'm talking about today. Think of yourself, even in your giving, when we have services and it's time for the tithe and offering, that is also worship. You're worshiping God, or you're giving back to God as a sign of thanksgiving and gratitude unto the Lord, because He owns it all, so it all belongs to God. And isn't it amazing that God gives you 100% of whatever you have, and He only asks for 10% of it in return, which means 90% of it is yours. And He's not asking because He needs it. He's asking to show your faithfulness, your worship to Him as your God and your provider. So, we sing, we worship, we lift our hands, but how we live is worship unto the Lord. So think about your day after you get up in the morning. Think about your day, and the way you go about that day is, I'm getting ready to worship the Lord the way that I live. And I promise you, God will bless you tremendously as you worship Him with your life. Have a great life in Jesus' name.